Good Morning Britain presenters Ed Balls and Susanna Reid were joined by Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Tom Tugendhat to discuss his candidacy to replace Boris Johnson as Prime Minister. During their conversation, talk turned to what Tugendhat had planned and whether his tax plan would be better than former Chancellor Rishi Sunak, but Balls was reluctant to let Tugendhat answer. During the conversation, Balls asked, "You are pledging to reverse a £12 billion a year tax, you are going to spend £2 billion a year next year and onwards on fuel. You are going to put more on the armed forces and more on police. Does that mean that next year and the year after you are going to borrow more?" Tugendhat revealed, "I know you have long believed that the way you make money is by taxing people more, but the real way you make money is by taking the brakes off the economy." Speaking over Tugendhat, Balls quipped, "No, but next year before you take the brakes off straight away, you have a bill of billions of pounds to spend. Does that mean you would borrow more than Rishi Sunak?" Tugendhat slammed, "Ed, let me answer you rather than going around," but before he could explain, Balls asked once again, "Okay, what is the answer? Would you borrow more? Can I answer?" Tugendhat clapped back, "I am going to be sending out a 10-year plan for growth because we need to deliver a growing economy." Despite him beginning his explanation, Balls once again wasn't happy with the answer and interrupted, "A 10-year plan doesn't answer the question. Next year, would you borrow more?" Tugendhat stepped in and explained, "Ed, I am going to be sending out all of this. I am not doing it right now." At Sheldon 14 fumed, "Bl die hell, let him answer. Otherwise, the interview is pointless." At LTT39354118 commented, "Shut it, Ed, and let him speak #GMB. Tess Rose exclaimed, "Ed, be quiet for 10 seconds #GMB. John Stevenson added, #GMB at Ed Balls, let him answer the questions before you ask another." At the Maze claimed, "How was Ed Balls a politician is beyond me." #GMB. Whilst Mary Jane's quipped, Ed Balls asking the MP to simply answer his question but Ed Balls now allowing him to simply answer his question. "Be quiet, Ed. Sick. Since Boris Johnson's resignation, the battle for No. 10 began as 11 candidates are hoping to replace the former Prime Minister. The list includes new Chancellor Nadhim Zahawi, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, ex-Health Secretary Sajid Javid, Defence Secretary Ben Wallace and perhaps Steve Baker, Jeremy Hunt, Grant Shapps, and Penny Mordaunt. Tugendhat told the Daily Telegraph, "I am putting together a broad coalition of colleagues that will bring new energy and ideas to government and, finally, to bridge the Brexit divide that has dominated our recent history. I have served before, in the military and now in Parliament. Now I hope to answer the call once again as Prime Minister. It's time for a clean start. It's time for renewal." At Sheldon 14 fumed, "Bl die hell, let him answer. Otherwise, the interview is pointless." At LTT39354118 commented, "Shut it, Ed, and let him speak #GMB. Tess Rose exclaimed, "Ed, be quiet for 10 seconds #GMB. John Stevenson added, #GMB at Ed Balls, let him answer the questions before you ask another." At the Maze claimed, "How was Ed Balls a politician is beyond me." #GMB. whilst Mary Jane's quipped, Ed Balls asking the MP to simply answer his question, but Ed Balls now allowing him to simply answer his question. Be quiet, Ed. Sick. During his resignation speech on Thursday, July 7, Johnson expressed, "It is now clearly the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party, and therefore a new Prime Minister. I have today appointed a cabinet to serve, as I will, until a new leader is in place, so I want to say to the millions of people who voted for us in 2019, many of them voting Conservative for the first time. The reason I have fought so hard for the last few days to continue to deliver that mandate in person was not just because I wanted to do so, but because I felt it was my job, my duty, my obligation to you to continue to do what we promised in 2019. Good Morning Britain airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on ITV.